Alright, bro, look. So about forever ago, which was... Damn, it's already been 2 years? Anywho, 2 years ago, I made a video called The Cell Saga Was Pure Comedy, where I explained, thanks to Goku, Vegeta, and Krillin, the Earth almost got cooked by Cell. But this time, thanks to the same people, adding a couple more to that list, minus Krillin, because there's nothing he could have done, we actually lost the Earth. So today, we're gonna be looking at why the Buu Saga was a comedy. And here's the list of our culprits for this video. Goku, for doing Goku things while the Earth was at stake. Vegeta, for doing Vegeta things while the world was at stake. Gohan, just because I don't like the Great Saiyaman. And the Kais of this world, who thought aura farming and being mysterious was the method, instead of just telling the Z Fighters outright what the hell was going on. We're also going to be looking at the actions of the Pink Menace himself, and how those actions led to not only the Earth getting clapped, but several other planets, and the Z Fighters catching a fate in the afterlife. But first, make sure you're subscribed, like the video if you actually enjoy it. If you're on mobile, press that hype button to boost the video. And if you want access to these audios the moment I'm done recording them, and your name at the start of every video, consider becoming a member of the channel. Now, we literally start this off with Dragon Ball trying to trick you into thinking this is a slice of life. Following Gohan around as he goes to school, become a superhero, get a feisty girlfriend, and teach her how to use ki. But you and I both know this shit ain't gonna last long. But hey, it doesn't hurt to be delusional every once in a while. Anywho, the martial arts tournament came back around, and everybody decides to participate, including Trunks and Goten, who are Super Saiyans at the age of 6 and 7. Bro, remember how hard it used to be to unlock Super Saiyan? You had to be genuinely traumatized to unlock that shit. Anywho, Goku was given a chance to come back for 24 hours to participate, cause bro was dead for like 6 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you this piece of information that's gonna come handy later. By the time Goku was given this chance to come back to Earth for the tournament, he had already unlocked Super Saiyan 3. Now, keep that fact in your back pocket, cause it's gonna come in handy later when we cover Goku's blunders. Anywho, Goku makes his appearance, and everybody's excited to see him. He finally gets to see his wife, his new mini-me that looks exactly like him when he was a kid, all his Z-Fighter friends, and bro was flabbergasted that Krillin got hair. And even more flabbergasted when he saw Android 18. Cause last time he saw her, she was still a villain. Anywho, the Z-Fighters proceed to flex on everybody when it came time to measure their strength, even though they deliberately tried to hold back, except for Vegeta. That nigga don't give a fuck. Everything was going great until these two niggas showed up.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Shin and Kibito. I'm mainly blaming Shin because he's the Supreme Kai, but both of them were to blame for this. These two put up trying to be mysterious. And what's even worse is Shin keeps making this weird ass face at Piccolo, scaring this nigga shitless, simply because Piccolo has heard stories about the Supreme Kai, but never thought that he actually existed. And now he's in front of Piccolo making weird ass faces at him. Like, I cannot with this dude. They literally came here for a specific reason. And instead of finding Goku, getting the Z Fighters together, and being like, alright guys, so I'm the Supreme Kai, we have a problem that you guys can help with, and telling them how they could help, they decide being mysterious was the much better way to go about it, resulting in Kibito telling Gohan to go Super Saiyan 2, to which Spopovich and Yamu came and stole all his energy. Now, the entire goal was to follow Spopovich and Yamu to find out where Babidi's hidden base was. You know, there's like a much smarter way they could have gone about this. But these niggas were too busy being mysterious and Shin making weird faces to find it out. Mind you, these two could have not only spoken to the Z Fighters, but instead of having Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 and Spopovich and Yamu getting half of the energy they need to revive Buu, they could have had Gohan go like Super Saiyan 1 or something. Spopovich and Yamu would have gotten enough energy to go back to Babidi, but not half of the entire capacity that they needed. But hey, who am I to argue with the logic of a Supreme Kai? If I was him, I'd pull up making weird faces at Piccolo too. That nigga was so scared shitless, he didn't even want to fight him. Like, I swear, Shin heard that Piccolo is good at aura farming and decided he wanted to aura farm too without even knowing the method, and ended up doing this shit. Like, this is the face you give if you about to take somebody's ass, bro. Like, this is not cool or even mysterious. I will never understand what was going on through this nigga's head to do this. But putting these weird ass niggas aside, the best fight of the tournament was Goten versus Trunks. But not before watching the cheapest movie ever made. Like, Bulma, you've literally invented time travel. At least blast these niggas with some CGI. Devil Artemis could do better. In a cave with a box of scraps. Anywho, Goten and Trunks proceeded to breeze through the entire junior division until they faced each other. And you know what he did? Them boys was throwing straight hands. Them boys was in the air moving like they daddies. Straight clocking each other in the mouth. Their ass was weaving like this shit was sparking zero. They got back on the ground and Trunks using after image, almost catching Goten with his pants down. Goten weaves, of course, only to get kicked in the back, almost getting a ring out. Bro came back and headbutted the daylights out of Trunks. And then he managed to get Trunks in a full Nelson until bro escaped and elbowed him in the mouth, followed by the same move that Cell did to Vegeta. And then look at him aura farming afterwards. They both land a punch and continues throwing hands. And the entire peanut gallery is guffawed that these kids are flying. They continued fighting until Trunks grabbed this man and tossed him into the stratosphere, and then puts him in a full Nelson. Vegeta watching this is very happy. Goten, not seeing a way out of this, turns into a Super Saiyan to escape, and in response, Trunks fires a Ki Blast. Goten, wanting to do the same thing, fires a Kamehameha. Difference is, he doesn't know how to control it, and destroys part of the facility. Don't worry, I'm sure Bulma will pay for the damages. Anywho, Trunks, when he be cocky, says he's going to beat Goten only using one arm. And that's exactly what he does, starting to fight Goten with one arm. And as thanks for his cockiness, Goten hits him with a two-piece to the mouth, staggering Trunks. In response, Trunks fires a Ki Blast, which Goten managed to dodge, following it up by dive-bombing Trunks and almost gets his ass. But Trunks turned into a Super Saiyan, weaved, and blasted this man, sending Goten into a ring out. Vegeta is very proud of this. After Krillin breezed through his opponent, completely dogging this man, Shin does his weird thing of smiling at Piccolo, and bro said he's not fighting a lunatic who keeps staring at him like he wants some ass. So bro forfeits, and later Shin goes to him to talk to Piccolo. And the crazy part is, Piccolo thought he was a Grand Kai, and was flabbergasted when he found out that Shin was a Supreme Kai. And Shin, continuing to make the worst decisions he could in this arc, decides to continue not telling Piccolo anything. When it came time for Videl to fight Spopovich, his buddies on the sideline are like, dang, Spopovich changed a lot. The hell do you mean changed a lot? That's a whole different person. Man's literally lost all his hair, turned gray, got bulging veins on his forehead, and none of you niggas thought to take him to a hospital or something? Anywho, Videl was doing great against Spopovich until she kicked him so hard that shit turned his head 180 degrees. The peanut gallery was flabbergasted. Like, did Videl really just kill somebody in front of him? Unfortunately, Spopovich got his ass back up and proceeded to start brutalizing Videl in front of everybody. He literally stopped her from going out of the ring just to continue beating her. It took Yamu telling this nigga this isn't their end goal for him to actually stop. But don't worry, it's nothing a sensu bean can't fix. Anywho, Shin decides to finally talk to the Z Fighters, and this man still does not tell them everything. All he tells them is, guys, I have a plan. Do not interfere on what's gonna happen. They listened, of course, and then followed Shin. But first, we got to see Vegeta's ass, who's been itching to fight Goku, get heated because they can't have their rematch yet. And this, ladies and gentlemen, will be one of the main reasons that Buu gets revived. And this man, Shin, finally tells everybody everything on the way to meeting Babidi, where he also gives them the information that Majin Buu clapped 4 other Supreme Kais, who all were capable of clapping Frieza. So why the fuck didn't any of you do anything when he was blowing up Namek? When they finally get there, and they're all hiding behind this big ass rock, right? Piccolo brings up one of the most sensible ideas I have ever heard in Dragon Ball.
Why are we waiting? We should attack now. Every second that passes brings them one step closer to releasing Majin Buu.
No, we wait for Bob.
This Supreme Kai says, nah, let's wait for Bob. Why? This is exactly why Buu got released in the first place, bro. This dumb oh my goodness, bro. I hate it. I hate Shin. Why would you want him to even start performing the unsealing? Like, destroy him along with the ship and everything in it. If all the other Kais were lacking in brain power like this, no wonder y'all got wiped out. These niggas sat there and watched Spopovich get exploded, and Yamu shot out of the sky by Pui Pui, and Vegeta's ass was laughing while everybody else is flabbergasted. Until Dabura put up to them, blasted Kibito out of existence, and turned into Ugandan Knuckles, spitting on everybody, especially Krillin, who should have been ran away like he said he was going to do. And now both Krillin and Piccolo got turned into stone. Mind you, none of this would have happened if they had jumped Spopovich and Yamu along with Pui Pui when they first arrived. But hey, Shin's the Supreme Kai, guys. He knows everything. When Goku and Gohan decides to follow Dabura to go beat him up, Shin tells them to wait, because waiting and having patience has turned out amazing so far. After getting in the ship, Pui Pui pulled up for a fight and got rocked by Vegeta. Got his teeth knocked out and everything. And when Babidi gave him a home field advantage, Vegeta put up, touched him, and eviscerated him. Goku's opponent, Yakon, was introduced to us by sucking up 2 niggas. Unfortunately for him, Goku gave him too much energy to suck and he blew up. The third opponent was none other than Dabura. And that's when we learn that Gohan hasn't been keeping up with his training. Alright, so after eradicating Cell, right, everybody else decided, damn, we need to keep training. And Goku even left a training regimen for him. But Gohan decided he'd rather be in a rom-com. And so when he gets into his fight with Dabura, he was completely ill-prepared. Mans was hiding under the water trying to pull some feints and still getting dogged by Dabura. And then this man Dabura pulled out a sword and started chasing this man around. Had bro struggling after catching the sword. Now mind you, not once during this battle did this nigga go to Super Saiyan 2. Vegeta started chewing his ass out after Dabura stopped the fight and went back to Babidi. And bro was ready to blow the entire ship up with everything in it until everybody intervened. Now one thing I should mention is the entire time that everybody was fighting, Shin was completely flabbergasted at the Saiyan string. He did not know these niggas were built like that, cause Goku and Vegeta completely breezed through their fights. Anywho, thanks to Gohan's lack of training and not finishing the fight with Dabura, not only are Piccolo and Krillin still frozen, but now Vegeta's getting possessed. And this man lets it happen because it gives him an increase in power. Now let's get to the blunders of Vegeta.
I am not some weakling to be ordered around. I am a Saiyan. Don't mistake me for another one of your servants. There is a part of me that you will never control. I carry within me the pride of a
Ever since the Cell Saga, this nigga's been fucking up. Bro got bitched by Android 18, completely dogged after letting Cell reach his perfect form, and now we're here in the Buu Saga. This man wants to fight Goku so bad, he lets Babidi possess him. And when they got teleported back to the World Championship stage, this man's first act was blowing up the people in the stands. And you don't know if any of those people were revived before by the Dragon Ball. So some of the people right there that was killed, they're cooked, bro. They can't be brought back. And I know it's gonna get worse later with Buu, but bro, Vegeta, you did not have to do any of this. And the beam traveled further than the arena. So some poor family could have been sitting down enjoying themselves and got exploded because of Vegeta's ass. All this just so he could get a fight with Goku. And look at his veiny McDonald's sign having forehead, smiling after committing mass murder. And then bro proceeds to threaten to kill even more if Goku don't fight him. I swear, bro, I don't know who did worse. Shin for not telling these niggas what the hell was going on when they pulled up, or Vegeta after knowing what the hell is going on, deciding to go rogue. And this man sends another blast into the crowd, killing more people. Nobody is forcing him to do this, by the way. As we'll learn later that Babidi can't actually control Vegeta, his will is too strong. So this nigga's willingly committing mass murder just for a fight. And he's doing all of this in front of his wife. Not to mention, that same wife is in the peanut gallery. So like one misfire and there goes your wife, bro. She's dead. You're cooked. Bulma would not let that shit slide. Actually, I don't know, bro. Like, she let this shit slide, so I don't know. When Goku gets ready to throw hands, Shin says this.
No, Goku, you mustn't do this. If you fight him here and now, you're giving Babidi exactly what he wants. The energy you expend during the battle will be absorbed, and then Majin Buu is sure to be set free.
Oh my god! Wow! My good sir, we wouldn't even have gotten to this point if you had just let the Z-Fighters destroy the ship and everything in it before any of this happened. Anywho, Vegeta gets heated that they told him his fighting was meaningless and goes on a rant about his honor. Like, damn, Zuko, relax. The crazier part is, Goku threatens Shin to get his ass out the way so him and Vegeta could squabble. Imagine being Shin, a supreme Kai. Like, you rule over the Grand Kai. You're supposed to be him. And here you are getting threatened by a mortal. Like, damn, low-key, I see why Zamasu was so heated when he got beat by Goku, bro. Like, if I've always been on top of the food chain and an ant pulls up out of nowhere and beat my ass, bro, I'd want to commit genocide too. That's a level of disrespect that you just can't shrug away. Anyway, thanks to Vegeta fighting Goku, Babidi got all the energy he needed to revive Buu. And they were throwing straight knees at each other until Vegeta headbutted Goku, followed by several punches to the stomach. Unfortunately for Vegeta, that shit was not enough, because bro got hit with a double knee to the chin, kicked into a mountain. They continued throwing hands, clocking each other, and this basically Trunks versus Goten 2.0. And Vegeta got back to gut punching Goku. He comboed the absolute daylights out of that man, finishing him off with a point-blank key blast. Goku thought shit was sweet, and now he's hanging off a ledge, pulling a Mufasa. Of course, Vegeta pulled up on his scar timing and tossed his ass like some rice. And then bro restrains Goku with Where did he learn this technique? We have never seen him use this before or ever again. He did all that just to smack the fuck out of Goku, bro. Oh my god. Yo, imagine Vegeta's something else, dog. Mans is really out here trying to punish Goku like this shit was still on planet Vegeta. Like Frieza said that shit right when he was saying all hail Vegeta, Prince of Nothing. Like, dog, chill out, bro. Ain't no royalty over here, bro. Out here calling Goku a commoner like this shit was an isekai. Goku didn't appreciate that shit. Escaped and punches this man with some rocks tied to his arm. And bro, I am not going to skip over the voice acting. This shit is amazing, not gonna lie. You can hear the malice in those punches that Goku threw. After this, Vegeta gives a chilling monologue.
I suddenly had a family of all things. And it didn't feel so terrible. I started to feel comfortable living on Earth, living out a life of peace and serenity. But surrendering to Babidi's magic was a price I was willing to pay if it meant I could be my old self again. And as a result, I've never felt better.
My guy Vegeta, you would fit right in the Baki universe. Them niggas are allergic to peace too. Like this nigga just wanted to go back to being a menace. Anywho, they get back to boxing and they're equally matched, throwing straight hands. I love when Dragon Ball slows down to actually show the choreography of these fights. Cause this right here is peak. Vegeta spams Ki Blast, eventually grabbing Goku and using the primary Lotus on him. And then bro proceeds to use his forehead as a battering ram. Like he knows how big that shit is. Anywho, both of them were landing wild hits on each other. Goku getting pushed back down by a massive Ki Blast Vegeta sent his way. While Goku and Vegeta are beating the shit out of each other, Gohan finally decided it's time to fight Dabura. Unfortunately for him, Buu is now at full power.
I don't believe this! This is the worst case scenario I was trying to avoid!
Is this nigga serious?
Shin, you made every bad decision you could have possibly made. What do you mean how this could have happened? You failed every QTE the moment you landed on this planet. You were too busy giving Piccolo weird-ass smiles to actually tell the Z Fighters what the hell was going on. So these are the results. And even though Gohan tried to destroy the ball that Majin Buu was in, that shit didn't work and bro still got revived. Enter Majin Buu. The Pink Menace himself. Dabura made the mistake of insulting this man the moment he came out, and as his reward, he got punched in the head. And when he tried to attack Buu, bro weaved and kicked him in the back of the head. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta continue their fight, and Goku's literal stupid ass was getting ready to give a possessed Vegeta a sensu bean. Vegeta, being a snake, pulled up behind him and clocked him, KOing Goku. Meanwhile, Buu the Menace is toying with Gohan. And as for Shin, bro got hit with the almighty clap, followed by a whack to the dome, sending him to the ground. Meanwhile, this little pink demon is emoting midair. Shin tried to come back with an attack, only for Buu to eat that shit, come back and headbutt him, almost taking out Babidi in the process. Dabura tried to come back and attack Buu, and for the mistake of hurting Buu, bro got turned into a cookie and chopped on. This resulting in Piccolo and Krillin turning back to normal. When Vegeta finally gets there, first thing he does is destroy Babidi's ship, and then bro immediately made the mistake of making Buu mad. Mainly because Vegeta currently has a death wish, but bro was not going outside. Mans goes on the offensive and hits Buu with a devious combo. Came back with the wildest uppercut followed by a two-piece, making Buu eat straight dirt. And bro's not even letting Buu catch his breath, bro, cause he came back immediately with another two-piece, dogging Buu and sending this man tumbling. Vegeta has the wildest cockback for an uppercut I have ever seen. Sent Buu blasting off like Team Rocket. And man just continued beating on Majin Buu. Babidi was over here flabbergasted that this was happening. Fortunately for Babidi, and unfortunately for Vegeta, Buu can't really take damage, so all of those attacks were for nothing. And even after Vegeta put a hold to this man, he just came back like nothing happened. What's worse is he captured Vegeta and is just beating the shit out of this man. So bad that the kids had to come and save Vegeta. After waking up, bro steals his resolve, tells Piccolo to take the kids, insults Buu some more, and does his final sacrifice.
Trunks. And yes, even you, Kakarot.
Unfortunately for Vegeta, Buu doesn't really take damage, so he just came back from that shit like nothing happened. Vegeta's sacrifice was indeed in vain. And Piccolo told him he going to hell, bro. You done killed way too many people. After this, Goku pulls up, shows the most useless form ever in Super Saiyan 3, which he could have probably used to kill Majin Buu, but didn't. So there's another one of Goku's blunders, cause mans wanted to leave it up to the future generation. And thanks to said future generation, Super Buu wiped out all life on the planet. Great! And while we're on the topic of Goku's family fucking up, up, thanks to Chi-Chi's arrogance, she got turned into an egg and stomped on. Gotenks tried their best, but still could not finish the job. And when Gohan with his unsealed power pulled up to do something, he somehow fucked it up, got Gotenks and Piccolo absorbed, and then after that, bro just turned into a toy for Buu to play with. Got his shit smacked by a Kamehameha, and would have gotten Dende killed if Tien didn't come to save him. And the worst mistake that Gohan made during this arc is when Goku threw a Potara earring to him, and this blind motherfucker somehow could not catch it. Like, I swear, bro, Goku and his entire bloodline just be fucking up for no reason. If Vegeta didn't pull up the fuse with Goku, everything would have been done there if it was all up to Trunks alone. But the boy Vegito made his appearance, and it was a completely one-sided fight. Alright, now I've already talked about this fight in a previous video, so I'm just gonna insert it here. If you've already watched that video, skip to this time code. Out of the Buu Saga, we got some great fights. And the first appearance of the demon known as Vegito.
I ain't scared, walk them down like a parade. It's never fair, it's never fair, swear it's never fair.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that Vegito appeared, bro was already trash talking and aura farming. Gave himself a name, and bruh, I forgot that Super Buu could talk. The voice sounds so strange with the face to me. But anywho, Goku hit him with a boot to the face combo, and Buu retaliates with a blast. But Vegito was just standing there laughing at his pathetic attempt. Buu ended up getting him with his antenna. But you know how it is, Vegito is the definition of arrogance, and starts yapping until Buu responds.
I'm happy to keep pounding you.
Vegito didn't like a single word in that sentence, so bro hit him with a juicer to the jaws, followed by a big bang. And oh my god, this man almost killed him entirely. Buu regenerates, of course, and this lunatic Vegito is happy he can continue to fight. Anywho, bro, they start throwing hands and Buu is getting decimated. Damn! Look at this punch! Like, bro, Dragon Ball makes zero sense. How is somebody able to come back from this? The second hit of the combo was even worse. Disfigured this man's entire noggin. Ew, look how he regenerates. Anyways, bro, Buu gets heated that he's getting his ass beat, so he decides to pull a cell, making a giant energy ball to destroy the entire planet. But Vegito ain't worried, bro, cause he's him. Buu throws it, but Vegito hit him with the Uno reverse and tosses it back at him. And look at him aura farming after the explosion. Even Buu acknowledges the aura farming. You really think you're him out here posing and shit? Don't be mad at me, cause I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe if you got rid of that dingling on your head, you'd get some Namek hoes on your dick. Actually, never mind. I'm keeping them for myself. Buu didn't like being stunted on, so he goes on the attack, only to be aura farmed on to hell. This man Vegito didn't even try. He was just standing there sidestepping this nigga's attack. So Buu throws an energy ball, only to get that shit returned to him again. So Buu pulled a peekaboo and dodged. Meanwhile, Vegito pulls up and started roasting this nigga by his nose, telling him he liked him more when he was fat. So Buu gets offended. So Buu hit him with the 4-hit combo, trying to aura farm, only to be outdone by Vegito, who's standing there with his arms crossed, talking shit, of course. And to add insult to injury, bro blast this nigga into tiny pieces. So Buu regenerates, of course. And this nigga is mad. This man is so heated, he's getting his ass beat right now, bro. And not only that, Vegito is using him as a tool to aura farm. Like, this man got steam coming out of him right now, bro. Buu tries to transform, only for Vegito to start clobbering this nigga mid-transformation. For the first time in forever, a Dragon Ball character doesn't just stand there and let their enemy transform. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why Vegito is the GOAT. Bro comes out of the steam looking like a homeless person, oh my god. And at this point, Vegito got this man terrified. Bro grabs his leg and tosses this nigga like prime Tom Brady. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, there was no hope for Super Buu. Bro was getting toyed with. And Vegito, as arrogant as ever, is like, damn, homie, so much for the great Majin Buu. I got you out here looking like a cockroach that got stepped on. And Majin Buu's like, curse you, panic the platypus. You've made me mad. So bro shoves himself in Vegito's mouth. I know that shit feels nasty. Buu finally getting inside of this man starts talking reckless. Vegito decides to go Super Saiyan 2 and starts beating the shit out of this man while inside his body. That is insane. No matter where he traveled, bro started getting whacked like this was a game of whack-a-mole. Buu getting his ass thoroughly beat decides to come out. And man's got so mad, he starts screaming and trying to destroy the planet again. So Vegito decides to rearrange rearrange his jawline. After getting humiliated, bro decides to start throwing a tantrum. Mans really thought he was doing something right here, until Vegito starts styling on him. When bro was tired of aura farming, he gut checks this man, punches his face in, grabs his antenna so he doesn't go too far, and was like, hold this, little nigga. This man had Buu standing in attention screaming. He tries to wrap around Goku, only to get blown off, and to rub salt in the wound, Goku tosses the antenna and blasts it off. This man Buu looks so offended. I can't believe you've done this. Vegito, never letting his chance go by, starts roasting the fuck out of this man. Damn, bro, why you so mad? Relax. I just wanted to give you a better cut, bro. Your shit was ass. And you know when you're so mad, you run out of words to say this nigga was so heated. Man started declaring his hatred for Vegito and called him a pig. And Vegito was like, have you looked in the mirror lately? And this man Vegito just keeps making him more mad. So Buu decides to pull out Gotenks attack, to which Vegito calls him out on it. Buu proceeds with the attack, not giving a fuck. So Vegito blows up all of them. Had this man flabbergasted. And here comes Vegito. Damn, my nigga, you're that weak that you had to rely on a child's attack? But Buu said he was conducting an experiment and proceeds to create more ghosts. And this nigga Vegito starts posing like a JoJo character. Instead of having them explode, Buu decides to make them use Kamehameha. Had this man Vegito on the run. Buu starts laughing like a fucking maniac because he thought he got him. But then bro didn't see a body until he got his head blown off by a fucking ki blast. And here comes Vegito again. Damn, Buu, you finally did something smart for once in your life. I'm proud of you, son. And this nigga Buu was seething, but he was mad. So he tries to attack Goku, only to get kicked in the back, clocked in the face, had a boot through his stomach, boot to the face, and just humiliated. Bro got turned into a fucking thumbnail. So he continues attacking and missing while throwing a tantrum. Damn you, if it wasn't for the fusion, I would have torn you apart, says the nigga that absorbed all my friends. I'm going to kill you. Bro ends up with a boot to his throat for all his troubles. Had that nigga falling in slow motion. And here goes Vegito talking shit again. Damn, cuz, you can't even land a single hit on me, bro. Not gonna lie, dog, you kinda cooked. Might as well surrender, bro. While Vegito was gloating, Buu came up with a plan. Goaded this nigga to get closer. Bro turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
And when Goku got close enough, bro turned his ass into candy. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see with your own 2 eyes, Vegito is black. I don't care what none of you say. I don't want to hear any arguments, bro. This man is black. Anywho, bro, Buu is ecstatic. He turned this man into candy. Clearly, he's won. Look at how happy this man is. Yes! I did it! I finally turned him into candy! Bro is laughing like Prime Flight reacts until he punches himself in the face. And here goes Vegito. Damn, cuz, that's crazy. Even in this form, I could still beat your ass. But good luck attacking something so small. Buu's like, attack? Nigga, I'm just gonna eat you. And this man just licked his lips after those words. What? Hey, yo, Vegito was offended. So bro hits him with the 3-hit combo. Hits him in the gut, followed by a sweet chin uppercut, and then turned his ass into a cartoon character. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, this man is still aura farming as a candy. Why is the sun glistening on him, bro? You can tell he's probably pulling the most bodacious pose right now. And bro even calls Buu embarrassing for this showing, bro. So Buu pulls up like an angry cat and starts scratching, only to be missing every hit. And to aura farm even more, bro moves away from Buu and left that nigga looking stupid, punching the air. Anywho, Vegito decides he wants to show off his new move. So he attacks, but Buu blocks the first hit, gets hit by the second. And ladies and gentlemen, I really want to point out, whenever this candy glistens like that, bro is aura farming. 1, flexing on you. 2, and it's probably pulling off one of these before rearranging Buu's head. But bro finally manages to grab Vegito.
Showtime, sweetie!
Yo, why is he calling people sweetie, bruh? Anywho, he shoves this man in his mouth. Pop! But Vegito was not going willingly. Look at this! Bro had this man punching the back of his throat. Vegito escapes only to start beating the shit out of this man some more. And here goes Buu. Stop attacking me, please! Fight like a man! My nigga, do I look like a man to you? Then bro pulls off this move and continues gloating. Now, do you want to continue to fight me like this or fight me in my original form? The choice is yours. So bro chooses the original form. Buu continues to get even more mad and starts throwing punches, only to get fisted in a combo. So bro starts throwing blasts, but that didn't go any better, cause bro got headbutted, styled on, and then half his body blown off. And then this man starts having an orgasm like, what? Vegito didn't like these sounds he was making. So bro hammers his face in, teleports to kick him, then grabs his antenna so he doesn't go too far. And then bro's like, wow, Majin Buu, that's crazy. You're really half the man I thought you were. Bro hits Vegito point blank strike with a blast, only for it to do nothing. I think it just made this man mad. So bro lets him go and puts a hole through this man with a Kamehameha. Of course, Buu regenerates from this and tries to brag, but Vegito's like, my brother in Christ, you are still a donut. And Mans was flabbergasted he still got a hole in his body. So he repairs it. And when Vegito tells him he's gonna end this, bro starts yapping, only to get blasted in his mouth. The amount of sus sentences I have been forced to say during this recording. Anywho, bro, Vegito being the ultimate grifter that he is, tells this nigga Buu, hey bro, take 10. I don't know what you gonna do, bro. Say a prayer, go get some food. Like, I don't know, bro. Just take 10. But after those 10 minutes, I'm gonna fold those clothes you're wearing with you inside them. And Buu was flabbergasted. And then Vegito started counting. Buu notices another one of his blown off antennas and comes up with another devious plan. He discreetly uses the antenna while Vegito is counting to finally nab them niggas and absorb them. And Mans was laughing like he won. Hey bro, who showed him how to make the middle finger, dog? Isn't he a fucking alien? Anywho, bro was flying around celebrating like crazy, declaring that he will be the strongest in the universe after absorbing Vegito. In hindsight being 2020, now that we know what we know, my dear Kirby knockoff, you wouldn't have even been top 10 in the verse. Anywho, while Buu's laughing like a maniac, Vegito split and finds a way to escape with everybody else. After Vegito beat the daylights out of Super Buu and escaped with everybody, Mans transformed once again into the original menace, Kid Buu. Kid Buu did not say a single word to anybody. Bro just appeared, created a giant energy ball, and destroyed the earth. After bro was done, he followed Goku to the land of Kai to continue running the fade. Goku started off good in Super Saiyan 2, but that shit was not enough to handle him. So bro went to Super Saiyan 3, and Mans was comboing him in Super Saiyan 3, going band for band with Kid Buu, until that shit was not enough. Because Goku prolonged the fight so Vegeta could get a turn. See, this is exactly why the earth got destroyed. And when Vegeta got his turn, Goku told him to last at least 1 minute, and within the first second, bro got clapped. If Kid Buu didn't spit out Fat Buu, Goku and Vegeta would have been cooked. With the help of everybody, Goku makes a big ass spirit bomb and launches it at Buu. And this evil pink menace was still pushing back. It wasn't until Purunga restored Goku's power back to normal that he was able to finally eradicate Kid Buu. And yeah, that was the end of the pink menace, which would have never been revived if it wasn't for these characters completely messing up at every single point. Man, if them Dragon Balls didn't exist, bro, y'all would have been cooked, I swear. Anywho, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.